Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of What You Need to Know. This is a series within the Office of Student Involvement where I'm interviewing different groups and organizations and student leaders that work with the organizations in OSI. So, my name is Grace. I'm the Student Org Specialist, and today I am joined by Molly from Panhel.
Hi, I'm Molly. I am the president of the Panhellenic Council on DePaul's campus.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Molly, for being here and answering some questions. First off, can you please explain the Panhellenic Council and a little bit about your role?
So the Panhellenic Council is a FSL or fraternity sorority life council that we house on campus. So it oversees all of the Panhellenic sororities. So there's a bunch of different other FSL councils, but we house on campus Alpha Xi Delta, Alpha Omicron Pi, Alpha Sigma Alpha, Alpha Phi, Chi Omega, Delta Gamma, Delta Zeta, and Phi Mu. So we have 8 chapters. And the Panhellenic Council's job is to kind of monitor each of the chapters and create like more of a cohesive community within the Panhellenic life. So I am the president, so I kind of oversee a lot of what everyone else does, if that makes sense. Like I do a lot of delegation for sure. But my main job is to kind of be a liaison between advisors and chapters and other FSL councils. So I get a lot of emails. So I have 7 VPs as well, being like social standards, community wellness, all of that sort of stuff. Basically like something that my council, I guess, is trying to really implement this year is we hope to celebrate just like all of the members of our community, no matter what their race, religion, sexuality, gender identity, neurodiversity, all of that sort of stuff. You know, we want to amplify people in our community that aren't just straight white women. So that is definitely something that we're trying to promote this year.
Awesome. I love that. That's a great message and that's a great focus for the year. What kind of events do y'all have coming up for the rest of the school year?
So on the Panhellenic side of things, we have general body every week where we kind of talk about different events that we have going on in individual chapters as well as Panhellenic. But we have Badge Day Tea coming up, which is just for members of the community already. But it's basically like a day where we all get together and talk about why we're proud to be in the community and stuff like that. And then we also have a community wellness event coming up called, it's described to me as a stress and winter blues workshop, which I'm unaware of what we're talking about because I did not plan it. My VP Bianca did. But it seems like a great opportunity to just kind of talk about that sort of stuff. And then Alpha Omicron Pi is having Ruby Roulette to raise money for the Arthritis Foundation. Alpha Phi is raising money for the Alpha Phi Foundation, which does research on heart disease. And Chi Omega has Wish Week, where they raise money for Make-A-Wish. And so those are all coming up, which you can find on our Instagram or the individual chapter Instagrams. So that's kind of stuff we have coming up.
Awesome. Yes, be sure to check out those events at their Instagram below. A lot of great opportunities for philanthropy and community engagement. So lastly, what is the best way for students to get involved?
So our main way for people that are not part of the community to get involved is through formal and informal recruitment. So formal recruitment typically takes place in the fall. This year it took place in the winter just because of COVID and we were trying to figure everything out. But typically next year it'll take place in the fall. And it's basically just a week where students will come in, they will meet all 8 chapters, and throughout the week they'll narrow down kind of which chapter that they feel most connected with. And then they can join that chapter. Which I highly recommend formal recruitment just because you can meet so many people. And even if you don't decide to join the community at the end, like you can still meet great people that you can be friends with outside of the community. Mm-hmm. And then informal recruitment, otherwise known as COB, is basically you meet 1 or 2 chapters, but it's more casual. So you come in, You kind of just hang out with people and get to know a chapter more intimately, which obviously all of this stuff is online because of COVID, but it's definitely still a great way to like get involved in the community. And one thing I will also say is that Panhellenic isn't the only council that is on campus, and even if you don't find your place in the Panhellenic community, that's totally fine because there's National Panhellenic Council, which is NPHC. There's Multicultural Greek Council, MGC. There's Interfraternity Council, which is IFC, and like those are all incredible councils on campus that we work with closely. That even if you're not in the Panhellenic community, you work closely with us and you can still get involved through other councils and meet a ton of people in those councils.
Amazing. Yes, that is a lot of there's a lot of different ways to get involved in a lot of councils, like you mentioned. So thank you for sharing all that information. It sounds like there's so many ways to get to know the FSL community at large, right? And it's especially important to know that even if you don't end up joining one of the sororities or fraternities, you can meet really great people through the process. So lots of great ways, a lot of great events coming up. Yeah, thank you so much, Molly, for sharing so much about Panhel and for taking the time today. Again, I encourage everyone interested to check out their Instagram. That's a great place to get more information and check out events. So yeah, have a great rest of your day, Molly. Thanks for being here again, and we'll talk soon. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.